Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. They go play action with Hurts. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber that runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' 1st down as he's down inside the 15. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Eagles are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, He's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
A run by Pacheco on second down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. 4th down, so Kansas City sends out Tommy Townsend. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
Well, the drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Swift going to try up the middle. And some room to work. Now he's loose at the 40. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. 2nd and goal from the 1. Gainwell. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
This is caught. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the three, and I think it was a smart move.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Play action. Here's Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's Swift. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Gainwell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles are able to widen their advantage. Elliott now to add the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelce. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Well, this had not been the greatest of first halves to this point. They've been pretty well dominated in all phases of the game, so this was an important drive just to show they can move the football and finish. And now they're on the board here on the touchdown run.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Hurts going to keep it on the draw. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. Waiting on it will be Richie James. "51 yards on the punt there. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Here comes third and the length of the football. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Pitch, and he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Well, and a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 1st down, Hurts.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Now back to throw. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
He'll buy some time right. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Here's Braden Mann now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And he's got room.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. Oh, and the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Handoff, it's McKinnon.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, 24 yards. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Richie James on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Now here's Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now a 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw again. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well. So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it? Absolutely. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we've reached the intermission. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and off play action. Here's Mahomes. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now Patrick going to change the play. They go play fake. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Across the formation, Hardman gets the completion. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Hassan Reddick just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Hurts will throw.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went into the half, and they came out here in the 2nd half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for KC. 44 yards.
This is what happens when you get Patrick Mahomes time to throw. I know people worry about him moving out of the pocket, but if he stays in there and you give him extra time, that big arm, he's going to find someone open downfield.
Open man right side is Rice. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A gain of 32 that time. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And again, it's Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles
Eagles are going to have it here at their own 15.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Wow, 185 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they do finally get him at the 12. A big play there for Philly. 48 yards on the ground. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
They go play action with Hurts.
Rolling to his right.
Hurts fumbles it.
And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
That's laid out deep for Rice.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Straight ahead, it's Gainwell.
He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
They run behind center with Gainwell. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mahomes going to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Tershawn Wharton
Able to put an end to that play, and in so doing, puts an end to this third quarter. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Hurts going to run it himself.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made.
It's caught at the 10.
And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
A big play there for KC, and even 40 yards. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit.
Mahomes will throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now it's Mahomes again. He finds McKinnon, complete. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Mahomes now to throw.
That one caught by Rice.
And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Now Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And now they're in the hurry-up. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And my goodness, another interception.
It's Nakobe Dean with a pick, and the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
249 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 2nd down. Here's Hurts.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Hurts. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw here. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And now